Let's make this amazing, creamy, ooh, that's hot, pasta carbonara. Honestly, I thought this pasta was going to be a lot harder to make than it actually was. It's super easy and it has minimal ingredients. Let me show you how to make it. So let me paint you a picture. I have been intimidated by pasta carbonara my whole life. I have never tried to recreate it because I felt like I could never do it, and I think it's because I had it in one restaurant in Ukraine and it was just so amazing that I felt like I could never make it the same way. I don't even think I've had it in Italy. I've had like seafood pastas a lot in Italy and salmon pastas. Anyway, today that changes. We're going to make pasta carbonara. I don't know why my channel has this like Japanese cuisine theme going. It's not intentional. I actually genuinely think that like Asian cuisine is top tier, but so is Italian and French and European cuisine, and then after that comes, I guess, like steaks and burgers. But today, if I find out that pasta carbonara is just as easy to make as my husband tells me and the internet, then I'm gonna be upset, because this whole time I have been avoiding this dish because I was like, I can never recreate it, I can never make it, it's never gonna come out as great. And if it comes out great, I'm making it every day. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration, maybe not every day, but like I'm gonna be making it a lot more. And also, like, I feel like that achieves some sort of, like, in my mind, culinary achievement because pasta carbonara is my favorite. So yeah, we'll make it today. So step one is boil your pasta, add your salt. That's going to be boiling on the side. To make the carbonara sauce, as I like to call it, all you're going to need is 3 egg yolks. Now I'm using duck eggs here because I hear they're creamier and richer, but chicken eggs work just as fine. In fact, chicken eggs is like the main thing that every recipe tells you to use. Now for the cheese, for this lovely Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, I honestly am gonna use like almost all of this little packet of the cheese, because I heard that when you mix the Parmigiano Reggiano with the egg yolks, you want it to be on the thicker side, like you want your sauce to be a little bit thicker, so that when it melts with the pasta water and your ready pasta, it's gonna like melt better. I don't know how true that is, but I saw it somewhere when I researched pasta carbonara and watched like 10,000 recipes of people making pasta carbonara, and some of them were Italian, some of them weren't, but I saw somewhere that an Italian chef said that you should use a thicker sauce, so like you should add more cheese. So here I am adding a lot of cheese until my pasta carbonara sauce thickens the way that I presume that. Honestly, mine is not as thick because I was like, well, let's do somewhere in between. So mine is not as thick as that Italian chef made it. So yeah. Next, we are going to actually fry off our pancetta, and I've heard mixed reviews. Not mixed reviews. I heard different opinions that some people use pancetta, some people use bacon, which honestly I can't use bacon, I'm sorry. Like, bacon does not sound like it is the right thing to use in a pasta carbonara. And then others use, oh my gosh, what's that cut of pork? I totally forgot what it's called. Drop it in the comments if you know what it's called, because there's another cut of pork and I totally forgot what it's called. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. When your pasta's done boiling, add your noodles. When your pancetta looks like this, nice, crispy, and slightly burnt, add your pasta, add your pasta water, because that pasta water is going to be super important for the rest of your sauce, for that egg yolk cheese mixture that we made. Also, apparently, this
is like a race here, okay? The second that you add your pasta and pasta water to the pancetta, you want to start like mixing those around. You want those to combine, you want those to get to know each other, and then you want to add the carbonara sauce, as I call it, the egg yolk cheese mixture. Here I'm just kind of like letting the pancetta and the carbonara kind of mix together. Yeah, you don't want it to be super dry, so keep adding your pasta water as much as you need, because you'll see. And if you need more for the cheesy egg yolky part, I'm also putting pepper on it. I guess we could have done that in the end, but I guess not. When you're in the moment cooking. Okay, here comes the sauce. Here comes that. See how thick it is, but like it's not super duper thick. This is where you're gonna have to like mix it real rigorously, because you don't want the eggs to cook, you just want them to become creamy. And so this is like the part where you're really gonna have to work super fast, because you're gonna add your pasta water, egg mixture, your pasta water, egg mixture. And I'm pretty sure I left this on low heat, by the way. I did not turn off the stove. So yeah, leave your stove on, mix it in real well, mix in that sauce, mix until you get that creamy consistency that you're seeing form. Yeah, I had to add more pasta water because it was getting a little too thick. But I also did something a little differently, because I decided to use that whole thing of the carbonara sauce that I made. Rumor has it you don't have to use all of it, but I figured I'm not making 2 pasta carbonaras, so I might as well add literally all of the sauce, because otherwise it's just gonna be in the fridge, and I know I won't make it the next day because I used all the pancetta. So mine may have been a little too saucy, but to be honest, is a little too saucy an actual thing? I don't think so. I don't think you can have too much of that pasta carbonara sauce. It's just so good. It's like one of my favorite sauces. I genuinely don't think you can have too much of it. Okay, as you can see, that bowl is bare, so I added the whole thing in there, and here I am just giving it one last good mix, and you can see how creamy it is. It looks more yellow in real life. The camera doesn't really show it well.
Okay, here it is, beautiful and creamy. I am kind of nervous about the taste test. I don't know why. Even though it already smells bomb, so it's gonna taste delicious too. It's really good. It's really good. I don't know why I've been avoiding making it, because that is pasta carbonara, obviously. And it's really good. If you're like me and you've been avoiding making it, don't. Watch this video. Follow my steps. Do it. Because if I can do it, you can too. And if there's a dish that you're like, I've always wanted to make this, but I don't know if I can, let me try. Let me be the trial, okay? And then I'll tell you if it's worth it or not. Because I feel like if I've made tonkatsu for tonkatsu ramen, I don't know why this was a much bigger deal than that in my mind. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. I don't know why I always forget the outros, and I do them when I'm editing, but thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Subscribe, like, comment, tell me what to make next. Share this video if you feel inspired to make something that you haven't made ever, and you're like, it seems simple, I just want to make it, but you're like, I can never make it.
You can, because if I made pasta carbonara, which I was afraid of, and I have no idea why. You can do anything. Thank you for watching. Share, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. See you in the next one.